time, man.
All right, we're live, so we can go ahead and go. All right, who would like to share their example first? I guess who would like to be the scribe?
Here, I could be a scribe if you guys want me to.
All right, cool.
Here, let me just pull up the example real fast, and I'll
Okay.
can start writing stuff down. Give me a minute. Here, you guys can start discussing a few things. Let me just pull the stuff up first.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess in the meantime, I could share the example I put out.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So this is everything I wrote down. It's kind of a little long. It says, dress may excuse the commission of a crime while under an immediate and inescapable threat or serious bodily harm or death. The threat and harm must be more serious than the harm to be caused by the crime. Duress would then negate the intent necessary for an intentional tort. Therefore, a good example of duress would be, and I said, Harry and Lloyd were traveling to Aspen, Colorado to return a missing briefcase that was left behind at the airport by Lloyd's client after getting out of Lloyd's limousine service. What they didn't know was that the briefcase was full of cash and was left behind on purpose for a ransom drop. The police were trying to track down Harry and Lloyd to recover the money. Along the way, they picked up a hitchhiker named Mintle. Mintle seemed to be nice enough of a guy, but he was actually a known wanted mobster. The police then caught up to Harry and Lloyd, and in a panic, Mintle pointed a gun and forced Harry to run and evade the police. They lasted about half an hour before their van, customized to look like a sheepdog, broke down, and they were forced to pull over. Everyone was arrested, but after discovering that Mintle threatened to take their lives if they had stopped, they were released on the grounds that they were acting under duress.
I love it.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Really good. I kind of put a little spin onto it.
I love Dumb and Dumber. Favorite movie, hands down.
Even better,
There we go.
like I was taking the exam, and like one of the questions had like Bill and Ted and stuff like that. I was like, I totally used Bill and Ted last time.
Yeah. I saw that question too.
Nice.
So I figured I'd deal with Dumb and Dumber this time. I love that movie.
Try to see how many
Yeah,
movies we can run through in this class.
That should be the real goal.
So it was just really basic. It was just someone had him at a gunpoint. It was like, you better evade the police and break the law, or else I'll kill you, which would be under duress, like it's going against bodily harm or the threat of bodily harm or death to excuse their actions, basically.
I like it.
Yeah, that's really good.
Mine was just an accountant's boss wanted him to cheat on like the tax forms, and so his boss said he would kidnap his family if he didn't do it or whatever. Yeah, I like the Dumb and Dumber one though.
Oh, that's good too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine had to do with a guy being robbed at gunpoint. He was like a clerk at a store, and then he was basically forced to like give all the cash and then take him to the back of the vault and be forced out of his will to do that. That was my example for the most part.
Okay, I like that.
That's a good example because it happens a lot, and I don't really think of that when I think of duress, but it's totally true.
Mine was a guy with a gambling problem got in trouble with some loan sharks, and they threatened to beat him up
Pretty good one.
if they didn't give him the money.
I think I may have done it wrong because I was thinking of duress only under like examples of contract law. So mine's like completely different. But
Was it supposed to be contract law?
Also,
I think it's just any. I think it was just any type of case that had to do with it.
Okay, because yeah, like the whole theme was like contract law, but didn't specify that.
So I did mine under contract law, a guy that was forced into a contract under threat of bodily harm. So mine was just a little different.
I was thinking of doing an example like that too.
Yeah.
Doing one like that might make coming up with like wrong answers and stuff easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little more complicated, kind of.
Yeah, because I was thinking of like quiz questions to come up with that, and under the contract, I was thinking like if the contract's made under duress, is it automatically void, or so just kind of that's the direction I went with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I wrote a few of the wrong answers, like because under what I was reading, in order for the contract to be void under duress, it has to be one of the parties has to withdraw from the contract. So it's not automatically void. So the quiz question I was thinking of, does this contract, or does this example, because the contract was made under duress, is the contract automatically void? That was the quiz question I was thinking of for my example. But
That's not bad. I like that.
there's a lot of different directions we could take it though.
Could do like one yes wrong answer, two no wrong answers, and one yes right or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm open for doing whatever one. I'll start writing some of the examples or whatever down when we come to a decision.
Man, I love the Dumb and Dumber example. I'm trying to think of questions and or a question for that with wrong answers.
I feel like at least the ones with like the Dumb and Dumber, or even like mine, or even Michael's, I think it could be like the right answer would be, the example that we're doing, and then the wrong answers could be just other like, what's the word for it? Some different like words that we've come across in this like next chapter. Love, and it could be like something else. I don't know. I explain why it wouldn't be that.
What are the other ones?
Because we're doing duress, that's why. I think.
Yeah, we could do phrases like undue influence or unconscious ability or material mistake, those kind of things.
Okay, I like that.
Those are the other key terms in chapter 5, I think.
And just be like, this isn't the right one, because then you could just explain what that one is.
Right.
I like that direction.
So you're saying that we would have an example for the question, and the question would be, this is an example of, and then it could be like fraud or stuff like that.
Is this duress, undue influence, fraud?
Yeah. Yeah, just come up with 3 other ones.
Innocent misrepresentation.
All right, I see that you put the one in the chat. Let me go and copy and paste this thing.
Yeah, I figured you'd be better to copy and paste than to try to put in your words.
Oh yeah, totally. I was gonna ask you actually about that once we decided. So there we go. Got this in. All right. Yeah. So our example is that. Is that also the question too, or no?
Well, I kind of gave like a little explanation in the beginning, and then I kind of just went on with the example. I just kept typing, so we could just.
Okay, no problem. Looks like you put the explanation here too, so I'll just I'll copy and paste that too. It looks like that's what it is.
Yeah, I think for our question, it should just start where Harry and Lloyd, because if we include that other first part in the question, it kind of gives the answer.
Yeah, the rest part go under the explanation.
So when we're giving the example, should we stop at like he pulled out a gun and forced Harry to run and evade the police, and just stop there?
Yeah, I think so.
That way it's like he was forced to break the law, and then we ask the question, like once they're arrested? Like, are they excused? Are they still charged? Like, what's going on? Or I don't care.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I think the other question was we're using like, isn't it this example of blank? You know.
All right, so where do you want me to edit it out where I write the question? Yeah, I see the part where you talked about where Harry ran and evaded the police.
Yeah, he stopped right after there. He cut the rest of it out, basically saying how they're arrested but released because they were acting under duress. Like, you could cut that out.
Okay. And then what should be the question? This scenario is an example of, and then blank.
What is it? What does it need? It needs a question and a correct answer. So it's one question with the right answer and 3 wrong answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could ask, what's Lloyd and Harry were acting under, and then you'd have A, duress, B,
Undue influence.
Innocent misrepresentation, or unconscionability.
All right, you want to write that? You want to repeat that back to me, Michael? So I can jot those down.
All
If
right.
that's all right with everybody.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah,
work?
that's fine.
Yeah, I like that.
Works for me. Oh, come on.
All right, there we go.
Is that under the influence? Like he was driving under the influence?
Undue. UNDUE. I think.
Yeah, undue influence.
Oh, yeah, there it is in the chat.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it.
Okay, an innocent miss.
What is that one?
All right, I think I got everything written out right now. Okay, so what would we do for the correct answer and feedback? We would be they're acting under duress because they were forced into the situation, or
Yeah,
I
under
think that's-
bodily
I think
harm.
essentially that first part of Casey's example. Duress may excuse the commission of crime. The threatened harm must be more serious than the harm to be caused by the crime. I think that's pretty much our explanation of the right answer.
I know it came out of the book.
There you go.
Yeah, you just put that and just kind of relate it back to like they were threatened with their life. Yeah, it doesn't get much simpler, I guess.
okay. Okay, got it.
Cool.
Okay, all we need to do is just the 3 wrong answer feedback. And I think we're good.
So what's our first one?
So I put consciousability, and I can't pronounce it right
I
now.
can't either.
But yeah, basically that one.
Okay, so why is it
Yeah,
not
so
that?
this is a wrong answer because you would just fall back on whatever the definition of that is. So if somebody wants to pull up the definition or look it up real fast, you can just
Yeah, it says
post
I
in
got
there.
it. Type it in. So it's gross unfairness brought about by the superior position of one of the parties. Type it in. That helps.
Okay, yeah, that would help out a lot.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, one of them does have an unfair advantage. He has a gun, but he's not trying to force them into a contract or to a deal, really, or a bargain, I think is the word it uses.
Mm-hmm.
Superior bargaining power. Oh, there you go.
All right, okay, got that one.
Cool.
Okay, thanks, Landon.
Yeah, no problem.
What's the next one?
Okay, undue influence is the next one.
I
Okay.
got that one too.
I found a nifty little thing about the difference between undue influence and duress. I'll
Yeah.
paste it in.
Too. I'll just, this is the example that the book gives for undue influence.
All right, got that one.
Nifty.
All right. Okay, the last one is innocent misrepresentation.
So I got a question then. So would the undue influence, would that be an example of your example when you're talking about the accountant? Oh no, wait, no, because he wasn't making a transaction. He was being forced to doctor the stuff.
Yeah, I hope that works. Now that I'm reading it, I'm not so sure.
No. What undue duress is basically saying, like, if you don't buy this, I'm going to hurt you.
Right.
Okay.
While the other thing was, if you don't forge these documents, I'm going to kidnap your family.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they threaten you. You gotta do this, or I'm gonna do this to you.
Yeah, this is undue duress. Is they threaten you to get into a transaction or a contract with the other guy.
Okay, I know. There's no contract, so I think I'm covered then.
Yeah.
Are we talking about undue influence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the examples says a dying patient deeds over value property to his doctor. So it sounds like they are like persuading the person to do something for them without threatening.
Misrepresentation. Okay. Did you want the definition for innocent misrepresentation, or?
Yeah, if you could give that to me, that'd be great.
Okay. This one's not out of the book, but
Okay, no problem.
it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one we need left.
Oh, that's not. It's just going to post a link. That's stupid. Here we go. General is a legal term. False statement of fact that has the effect of. So basically, lying to someone to get them to sign a contract.
Which one?
Innocent misrepresentation. Is that the one we were doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what
don't
we're
think they're lying because that would mean they wouldn't be innocent.
A false statement of fact.
So, like
I
the
think it's
example,
basically innocently misrepresented.
right? So, like the example is someone selling a painting for $1,000 that they think is an original of like Andy Warhol or something.
Oh,
But then they sell it and then they realize it's not an original. So she didn't know it wasn't. She didn't know it was a fake. And so that
gotcha.
was misrepresented innocently because she didn't know.
Okay, that makes more sense. They don't know that that's not true. Okay.
Yeah.
Nifty. So what if Mental's gun was loaded with fake bullets? But he didn't know it. It's innocent misrepresentation.
All right, I got that one down, so it looks like we're done.
Dang,
Yeah.
that might be a new record for us.
I know, that was quick. I'll send you the link to the video so you can put it on there.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
Sweet. Sounds good.
You guys want me to
Alright.
send you guys a copy of all this, or are you guys good?
Yeah, I'd like one.
Yeah, send me a
Yeah,
copy
I
of it.
wouldn't mind it just in the email.
Okay, I'll put it in the group email then.
Cool, thanks, man.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
All right, there we go.
All right, then. See you, dudes.
Yeah.
Till
Right.
next time.